Since gas is under $2 a gallon where I live, I splurged today and got me a photo etch scissors from Xuron. I actually do a lot more photo etch than I think, and I always been wanting these, so I just went ahead and got a pair. I have used them. They're just absolutely excellent, and if you can get them, you can get them online. Paragraphic sells them. Tag Team Hobbies in Colorado has them. And even your local hobby store should be able to get these, and you can get them from Xuron. Excellent tool. I am looking forward to using that in the arsenal. The D.iiia. I guess sound like a broken record, but I didn't do anything. We were actually talking on Facebook, the eyelets, wherever I had my sample at. But anyway, we were discussing like fish hooks, using them as eyelets. There's also you can get eyelets in the jewelry department at your local craft store, and I need to make a trip up there this evening and I'll see how big they are. And I may cheat and skip the eyelets and just use stretch sprue and put the turnbuckles on too, which I don't know. I'm gonna go to the craft store, check out the eyelets there, see if I can find anything that's small enough for 32nd scale. It was already pre-made, and I can just go ahead and clip and drill out the holes, put them in, clip them off, and start stretch sprueing the rigging on it. But that would be after I paint it, and I need to really paint. But it's a cold and snowy, cloudy day here, and I'm just not in the mood to paint, in the mood to build. That's the problem. But I'll get this done yet, and then we can put it on a fancy ODG Studios base whenever it gets here. So that's what I am working on today. If you notice the red thing here, this was shot to me to make a mold of it and cast a few in red. This is a Tonka, basically a Tonka metal toy engine light, like a rescue light on top. And I'm not going to cast them in clear. I'm going to cast them in solid resin, and they'll be tinted in red. So this basically look like a square piece. It won't have the ribs on the inside or anything like that. But so I was told this was hard to come by for the Tonka trucks, and that intrigued me. So I will cast that up, and I'll probably show how I cast real small stuff, because people do ask how to cast parts, and I'll tell you basically what it costs to get started and everything, but I'll show everyone that in due time. The cab over. Last I left off on that, I did get all the wheels on. I basically super glued them to the frame. I went ahead and half-ass sprayed the frame with rattle can flat black. That was just basically just a quick coat, and that was so I could see where else to put the parts, because when you start doing all white, you just basically, it just starts blended in. This way it just helps you out putting on the parts on the frame. And then I'll go back in, once I get all the parts on, I'll go back in and paint it on, not necessarily with the rattle can, it would probably be with the airbrush, just so I can have more control. One thing, Rod, you will have to put on the mud flaps. These will probably break off if I put them on and send them to you, so I'll be sure to have them unattached, but they will be painted, of course. I went ahead and on the fifth wheel, got it flat like for the trailer to fit. And speaking of the trailer, when you get to the pin, I'm probably going to whack off the pin on it and make it, because I don't know if it fits or not, but I will modify it where you'll just be able to drop it in the whole trailer, and that'd be it. Started working on the cab itself. It's not too bad, just not really time consuming, just, you know, piece by piece. One thing I'll share my views on is the chrome parts on model kits. I understand why you have chrome parts, and I understand the marketing of it, and it's basically for novice modelers. They can actually build a model, paint what they can, and they don't have to paint these, and it makes it look like, it makes it a very good model for them when they first start. And that's fine, that's cool, but I think chrome parts are too much of a hassle in a way. They're hard to glue. You have to scrape them off and strip them, and basically you have to super glue them to death. But that's just me. It's just a personal taste. I think everything should be just white or gray styrene and rocking and roll. But that's what I got going on there. Waiting for everything to dry so I can start putting on some more sub-assemblies, and then I'll probably shoot everything again with black and paint. I'm probably going to go ahead and I won't paint the chrome wheels. I'll just usually add a wash in there, make it look less toy-like. But I'll probably paint these and repaint them because they are smokestacks and they are usually not real too shiny unless you're doing like a custom hot rod truck. These will probably be a duller aluminum, and you know, get them blackened just a little bit for the smokestack here. But that's what I got going on the cab over, just piece by piece, finally going down the instruction sheet, just doing sub-assemblies, and before you know it, you will have it done. I got that going on today. I will scope out some eyelets for the D.iiia, and then probably either tomorrow or later, first of the next week, we'll start casting them up. That's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.